Father's Day is just around the corner, and I'm trying to think of the best gift for dads, and for my dad. How about the gift of health? From now until Father's Day, we're gonna put out 5 most commonsensical health tips that every dad should know. Here's what's coming up. We have a simple posture change. We have a quick tip, a new lifting habit, an easy exercise, and a straightforward stretch. All right, dads, I'm really excited to teach you the simple posture change. Here's how it works. A lot of you working all day, guess what? You're gonna be in that forward shoulder posture. That's no fun. That's not efficient. And so most of the time is we're gonna throw that shoulder back, but then easily a minute later, you're falling there. You're trying to go the path of least resistance, but it'll always come forward because you haven't really set your shoulders on top of that rib cage. It's really essential that you do this. We're gonna set it up right now. Step 1 is to shrug up. Step 2 is to turn your palms forward during the front of the wall. Step 3 is to let it slide down. The rib cage naturally will fall back behind the rib cage. You don't have to go up and over, because what happens when you go up and over, you overcorrect. And we're gonna talk about that right, efficient alignment that's essential for saving your backs next. So let's get right into the 4-dot alignment. Now that's important because if you've got that slouched position or you're overcorrecting, a lot of times that's gonna put strain on you dads out there. What we have to do is we need to stack you up like building blocks and build you up the right way. So the best way and a quick and easy way to really think about this is to align 4 dots. So for y'all, all you out there, even moms, you can throw this right into these 4 dots. Basically, it's 1 underneath the base of your throat. For men, it's the Adam's apple. Second dot is that bottom of that sternum. It's a little bit sensitive. Then you got your belly button, and then you have your pubic bone, this hard pressure right here. If you look at me, it's that alignment that's really essential because you're now ready to go. I can just go, and that's gonna be important when we get into the lifting techniques. But what happens here is we want that alignment at all times. So if you're gonna hold babies, if you're gonna do all that stuff, you need this right here to get started. You need that foundational piece. An easy way I found is to do hang 10. All right, so this is a little shaka sign surfers use out here in Southern California. We're gonna stick that right into your belly button, and then you got that bottom bone right here of your chest plate. Right here, it's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can kind of see that, and it works out nicely and symmetrically. So that's gonna be very important to set you up. All right, I've got my baby here. Meet Skelly. He's about 8 pounds, actually heavier than he looks. So, you know, we got our newborns, you new dads out there. Hopefully this is very helpful. What we wanna do, set your shoulders up first. So you're gonna shoulder shrug, you're gonna move your palms forward, and then you're gonna drop it down. And then the last video, we talked about the 4-dot alignment. That's that 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can hang 10 it and throw that right there. But that sets you up for the right foundation. What we wanna do now is you wanna keep that elbows tight right into the rib cage. You're gonna jab those right into the rib cage, and you're gonna hold your baby right here. Now when we wanna make an action, you wanna have a nice base of support. That's gonna come from our legs. You don't want that base over here like you're doing some kind of deadlift. You want that base large. If you need it larger, great, but I would say about, you know, kind of the equivalent of your shoulder width apart. Then you can hinge using those 4 dots. You never wanna break that rule, is what I tell everyone here. You want to be able to keep those 4 dots. You see over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if you want to pick up your puppy or pick up your crawling newborn, this is what we got to do. We got to protect that. The don'ts are to just throw your weight because you're trying to balance that out on a very unstable platform. You need a large platform. You need a large kind of tray so your body sits on that. Use the ground. It's very powerful. So you can keep your backs healthy for a long time, and eventually you can play with your grandkids. So let's recap. This week we were able to get to stopping your slouch, aligning those 4 dots with the hang 10, and learning how to lift. Remember, pay close attention to the sequence. Next time, we're gonna talk about digging those hamstrings and what those are gonna do for you and protecting your back, as well as that cat camel, whatever you wanna call it. And we've got, like I said, a fun, secretive way that helps our patients here. Make sure you check with your healthcare practitioners, and this is safe and fine for you all. I'm Dr. Lin of Rehab and Revive. Remember, we heal smarter, not harder.